Licensing can mean big bucks for celebrities and brand names who license out their names for deals. And we're going to look at what is going to be the winners this year, who will be on top. We have Steven Ekstract. He is the publisher of License, global magazine, licensing expert all around. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So a lot of people don't really understand the concept of licensing. You know, if a company is a big name like Coca-Cola, if you're a celebrity, that you actually license out your name for other companies to use. How does it work?
Well, it works whether it's a celebrity or a brand. It's basically the consumer has an emotional connection to, say, someone like Kathy Ireland, who's actually our cover person this month.
Okay.
Kathy Ireland,
former supermodel, now big businesswoman.
Big businesswoman. $2 billion a year in retail sales of licensed merchandise.
Furniture, right? She's in the furniture business, home design,
clothing, home design, and expanding globally. Very smart, very involved. She's actually the chief designer as well as the chief executive officer of her company. And she's able to appeal to busy moms. That's really the emotional connection that she has with the consumer and has really grown that business. But licensing goes into all different areas. We actually have a show coming up in June called Licensing International Expo, which is where all the major intellectual property owners go to basically license out their names.
And we're looking at some shots now from last year's event, which essentially companies come and they have booths there and they try. And who are they trying to attract exactly?
Okay, so they're trying to attract what we in the industry call licensees, which are really manufacturers, companies that manufacture products, as well as retailers that do direct-to-retail deals. There's a lot more direct-to-retail deals being done. So, for example, Daisy Fuentes at Kohl's, J-Lo and Mark Anthony at Kohl's as well. A lot of celebrity licensing is going on at retail. Madonna.
And social media, I understand, is also an area which is obviously probably new. How is that working?
It's tremendous. I mean, we have Angry Birds has probably done almost $500 million in licensing, in consumer products licensing. They just actually reported their earnings and they had $30 million in royalty revenue, which equates to about $500 million in retail sales of licensed merchandise. But it's not just that, it's Annoying Orange, which actually started on YouTube as a YouTube video, went viral, and it's now being turned into a television series on Cartoon Network. Certainly your parent company, Fox, is very involved. The Simpsons has a huge licensing program, multi-billion dollars, and it has for years. It's the longest running animated cartoon in history, and they've done really well with the licensing on that.
Are there any risks to this? I mean, when you talk about celebrities or even a company who has a hit show like The Simpsons, are there risks to letting the licensing deals to a third party or to another person, or how involved should they be?
Very involved. Actually, licensing has become much more sophisticated. There are a number of fashion brands that sort of over-licensed themselves back in the 60s and 70s and found out the hard way you can't do that. You have to be very buttoned up. You have to really stick to the core of what your consumer wants. And you know, the creators of The Simpsons are very involved in all licensed merchandise that gets released. And it's pretty much true. Someone like Kathy Ireland, very involved in everything that's released. She tests every product to make sure that it is within what her core beliefs and values are.
So to stay very connected to the brand, very important for both a company and a celebrity. Well, Steven, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, and we'll keep an eye on the expo as it comes up.
Good.
I'm sure it'll be a huge success. Thanks so much.
Okay.